Hello beautiful people, and how are you all today? Welcome to another Whip and Chat. We are still working on this wonderful lady with the stags. It took longer than I thought. I do keep having breaks in between doing it. It is the biggest picture that I've ever done. Am I enjoying it? Yes. Am I finding the squares slightly hard work? Again, that would be a yes. Am I going to give up on it? Absolutely not. And if you know me, excuse me for the rattling, and if you know me, you know that I don't give up. Just checking. I'm going to do these teas here. So, how are you all? I hope you're having a brilliant day. Let me first start by saying I do apologise for any noise or bells that you may hear jingling about in the background. That would be my cats. I also have a dog and my partner and my son, so you might hear people coming and going, you might hear the doors. I apologise in advance, but as this is recorded in a live house, things are going to happen. Do you know what I mean? The weather is beautiful. I do have, pardon me, my lights on to help you see what I'm doing. I hope it's not too bright. I have had an okay week. This is the week in the UK where the children are going back to school. They went back on Monday, today's Friday. Hopefully if you've got a child and it's going to school, I hope all is safe and that they are well. I'd like to say, if you're a new subscriber, hello and welcome. Or if you're one of my faithful subscribers that put up a lot with my mad ramblings, I'd like to say a huge just thank you, because each and every one of you mean the world to me. So I wasn't quite sure of what my subject of today was going to be, and I've changed my mind on that because there's been quite a lot going off in my personal life, and I know it's a subject touched on by lots of people, but I wanted to discuss mental health, and that's a thank you to my Smurf who's just bought me a nice drink of orange. Mental health and the way it affects people, and other people's outlooks on it. Now, I don't mind telling you that I suffer with depression, and I don't mind telling you that I have had counselling in the past. It's not something I'm ashamed of. I'm quite proud of the fact, because it shows that when I need help, I know to go and get it, and not to try and cope and pretend life's wonderful when it's not. And there was a lot of stigma on mental health for quite a few years, and I do think in recent years it has become less stigmatized and more people need to get help if they need to get help. But it's also watching how other people are judging those that get in help. For in particular, I know of a certain case where somebody is getting help and they've been told by the people that are supposed to be supporting them that they're not helping them. Yeah. Anyway, well, what was I talking about? Oh, that's right, mental health. So, sorry about that disruption there, guys. Yeah, somebody told has told somebody that they don't need any help. Well, who's that person to judge? How do you know whether somebody needs help or not? Now, this particular case irritated me because the person that's requested the help and has gone through the right channels is being told, oh no, you don't need any help. Well, obviously that person does, otherwise they wouldn't feel the need to do it. Also, who gives a right to tell somebody what they do and don't need? You know, it's not a competition for, oh, I'm doing good and you're not, or you know, sorry about that. Like I did say at the beginning of the tape, we live in a house with lots of things going off, so, you know. But no, it just it irritated me because that particular case in particular, that the person that's seeking help is seeking help for more than one reason. So be told by somebody who doesn't know their inner feelings or what they're going through that they don't need any help. And it's irritating because what if, I mean, I know the person hasn't, but what if the person had believed that person and not bothered, and then gone down a darker path where they wanted to do something silly, and all because this one other person thinks that they know their mind. So if somebody tells you that they're going to get help or they need help, listen to them and know this is nothing to do with all the rubbish that's going off about certain royal families. I'm not saying that she didn't need help, and if she did, I hope she got the help, and it's good that her partner stood by her. And I'm not the biggest royalist in the world, but if that's your thing, that's your thing, you know. If that's what you want, you do it, you know, and I support you in that. If it's not what you want, then I support you in that too. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But like I say, it's not going to be a rant video. I just wanted to point out that if somebody ever comes to you and says they're going for help or they need help, listen. Because being in that situation myself, I know that if I didn't have had that person to talk to me when they were helping me, I would have been in such a bad place. And it's not, oh, I'm okay and you're not, and it's not stuff like that. You've got to think that you've got to think everybody needs a helping hand every now and then. Nobody's saying it's all the time and you've got to mollycoddle the world, just sometimes, you know. So please be supportive if somebody tells you that. They could just be telling it you so you're informed and so you know, and they could just be saying that because they want your help. Right, so we're going to do number 23, which is this row here. Anyway, after all that, how are you all doing? What's new in your world? I do apologise for the little bell. It's my cats. They have this mad need to run around the room like maniacs whenever I decide I'm going to record. I have no clue why. Any other time, nothing. The minute I put the camera on, oh, let's run around the house like nutters. But I do hope that you are getting out and about. Hopefully in the UK, we're starting to look at beginning to lift certain restrictions and things. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? So that should be a blessing. Lord knows that I really need to get my fringe sorted. It's horrendous. I have this wonderful, beautiful hairdresser called Natasha. She's wonderful. If you're watching, Tash, hi, you're great. I can't wait to have my fringe sorted out. It is terrible. like a lot of people, obviously with the lockdown and stuff in places. It would be so nice to get it sorted. Of course, where I live in Mansfield, last week, a barber's got fined over £3,000 for opening during the lockdown. I can understand people's need to have their hair sorted, but really, you know, the rules are there for everybody, not just for those who want to follow. It's a silly thing to do, and now you've got to pay out all that money. I mean, trust me, like, I've tried coming up with all kinds of mad ways to get my hair sorted and do something with my fringe, because it's like right in my eyes, you know. Not even a little bit, it's like just flops straight in front of the eyeballs. I do apologise for my cats, guys. I have no clue why it is that there's quite a smice. Because I've got you guys on camera, they're chasing each other around the room like lunatics. I like to put bells on them because although they're house cats, they do go out on occasion, but they never want to come in. So if I didn't put a bell on them, I wouldn't know where they were. And there you go, look. I do that quite a lot. Put them back and then get one in the tray. Yeah, right. Dots are number 15. So I'm going to work on these dots here. I do feel like we're motoring today, guys. Sometimes I do it and I feel like we're going really slow, and other times I feel like, yay. I can tell you that I've done over halfway. I will insert a picture at the end of the video to show you how much I've done so far and how much is left. I'm going to do a video on all the different things that I use for doing them, and all the different things that I have that I used to use and I no longer use, you know, just things that might help other people. Because some, you know, perhaps save some money, or perhaps they might not need something that I had that helped me. Oh no, that's not a dot, that's a cross. See guys, this is why. So how many crafting habits do other people have? I am not the world's most crafty person. I can knit. I am relearning, which I won't make you guys sit through. I am relearning the recorder. I did it when I was at school and I loved it. I don't know why. I'm guessing it was something to do with the lockdown or something like that, but I decided to relearn it. Perhaps if I get better at it, I might give you a song. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, that is not an happening plan. I wouldn't inflict my poor playing on your poor ears. I can knit. Not anything too wonderful. I don't know if I've shared the story with you before, but going back many moons, when my sister got pregnant with her first child, I started knitting and I knitted one boot. Anyway, a while later she gets pregnant with her second child and I knit the boot to match the first one. I laughingly said, well, now you've got a pair. So that should tell you that A, I'm not the world's best knitter, and B, I am very slow. I think it's patience, or I don't know. I mean, back then I was younger, so it could have been patience. I know a lot of the basics. I know how to do some nice patterns. I have like knitted things and completed them. I mean, that was just right at the beginning. I want to learn crochet. Now I know you're going to say, oh, crochet is easy, everybody can do it. Well, I've tried watching some videos on YouTube, and I don't know if I'm just like really thick or what, but I can't get the idea. And I've got a friend who I have asked if when we can and all this lockdown stuff isn't going off, could she help and show me how to do it, and that way then I can that would be another string to my bow, you know, something I might enjoy doing. I can't draw to save my life. That's one of the reasons why I like doing paint by numbers, diamond art, because the picture is already there, you're just filling it in. I do love doing it. It's just it's great. I love watching the picture emerge. I found a site that sell these pictures and you don't know what they are. Thinking about buying one of those, mystery picture, so you know you can see it as it uncovers. Have any of you done that? What are your thoughts on that? If you are a follower and you like YouTube videos, sorry guys, that's my brain again. If you are a follower and you like doing diamond art, do check out some of the other people that do diamond art as well, because there are some really good crafters out there, and some have new channels and don't get a lot of shares and things, so please do share out and support everybody you can. Now where am I? That's where I am. I'm here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I'm just going to down a bit as well. Try for the crinkly paper, but it's in crinkly paper, you know what I mean? There's not a lot I can do about that. So yeah, support your little channels as well as the big guys. Have a look, put in random things. What type of things do you guys like to watch? I know I promised you a cooking video and it will be happening. I don't know. I've got no reason not to show you when I'm cooking. I'm not embarrassed or anything. I will do it. I will. I'm not quite sure how to set it up and stuff in there. So, I mean, do I set it over the pan? Do I set it over the chopping board? Do I set it to the side so you can see? I will look into that for you guys and do that. So, curiosity now, what have you been doing during the lockdown? Because we've been working our way through different box sets. Not all of them wonderfully happy. Like last night I finished the Tenko box set. For anybody who's not seen Tenko, it's about a group of women who get taken prisoner by the Japanese, and you follow their stories and right through to the end. Not the biggest feel-good thing in the world. Obviously, it's a woman's prisoner of war camp, so you know it's not the most cheerful. Stephanie Beacham's in it, Stephanie Cole, quite a few interesting characters. Does make you think about things from different people's point of view. If you've not seen it and it's your type of thing, I definitely suggest it. If not, or you find it offensive, please don't watch it. What else have we been watching? We've been watching Are You Being Served? Because we like Are You Being Served? We like Mr. Humphries, and played by the wonderful John Inman, and Mrs. Slocum, who was played by Molly Sugden. We also have Miss Brahms, who was Pauline out of EastEnders, if you no old EastEnders. So there's quite a few characters in there. I mean, at one point there's even Grandad out of bread, and that's going back a bit. Do you remember bread? So we like that. It's a laugh, and it was very, very tongue-in-cheek. It was funny. I mean, I'm sure it's not everybody's cup of tea, and there's going to be a whole group of people that say, oh, I don't like that because, well, don't watch it then. You know, it really cracks me up when you see these people and they're complaining. I didn't enjoy watching this. Well, there's enough button. If you don't enjoy watching it, turn it off. If you have a read and you know roughly what it's about and you know it's not your thing, don't watch it. It's not brain science. It doesn't take a lot to think, well, that's going to offend me. And, you know, just turn it off. Or don't turn it on. I'm sorry, this seems like me having a moan, but it really isn't. When you see these people and they're writing all these complaints and it's like, this really offended me. Well, if you put your hand in a fire, you're going to get it burnt. If you're stupid enough to do it once, you're never stupid enough to do it twice. If you know something you see you don't like, don't watch it. End of problem. I'm sure I'm going to have one or two comments about that, but I'm sorry, it's just what I believe. Oh dear. Alright, can we see here? I can't even see them here. No, so you can see here, but you can't see over here. Right, in that case then I'll change it and I'll do these white in this area. But anyway, yeah, so we've been watching Are You Being Served? It's sad, isn't it, when you can't remember what you've been watching? Oh, Prisoner. We've been watching Prisoner as well. Sorry about that. That was my Smurfy coming in. Yeah, so we've been watching The Prisoner with Patrick McGoohan. And that's quite interesting. Yeah, as me and my Smurf were discussing this morning. Some episodes make great sense. On other episodes you watch it and you think, what am I actually watching? Or is that just us? Are we mad? Yeah, so what else have we been watching? Prisoner. No, but I've already said Are You Being Served? What's the other one you keep putting on?
Prisoner. Yeah, Mrs. Simpson. You watched a bit of that?
No, you
Batman.
keep. Oh, Batman. That was it. Sad, isn't it? We've been watching it and I can't even remember what we're watching. Yes, the Adam West Batman. A nice throwback to the 1960s. And, you know, that one comes in for a lot of stick, which is not there, because he really, really put his heart and soul behind that Batman. And, you know, yes, it's very slapstick, and yes, you have the kapow and wow and stuff when he hit people. But at the time, wasn't that just really wonderful? And me and Smurfy were talking the other night, and he said he was quite upset when he watched some other things as a child, and that they didn't have that come up on the screen. And I thought, well, that's brilliant, because that means it did what it did. It put it in your mind. So, you know, next time it comes on or somebody's pulling it down, get a chance, get a laugh. I mean, where else do you get bat spray? Shark repellent spray, you know, I mean, and it's a laugh. And then you've got things like some of the actors in it, like Cesar Romero, who plays the Joker, refused to shave his moustache off because that was his symbol. Everybody knew him because of his moustache. So they let him keep his moustache. Next time you see it, look at Cesar Romero and you'll see his moustache. And I just think little weird, funny bits like that are quite brilliant. So give it a try. I mean, we watch lots and lots of things that I'm sure people would roll their eyes and say, oh, why do you watch that? It's terrible. And yeah, I'm sure it is, but give it a chance. No, we haven't only watched old things during the lockdowns. We watched Prison Break, we watched Cobra Kai, we watched Lucifer, we watched Once Upon a Time. Don't get me wrong, we do other stuff. We don't just sit and watch telly. I mean, we are talking over 3 lockdowns here, so, you know, that is quite a lot of time. But what have you guys been doing during the lockdown? What have you been doing for entertainment? You know, I mean, I'm sure everybody's different. I know some people don't watch TV at all. But there's only so much cleaning and things you can do, and if, you know, you've not got tons you can do, then I hope that you found something. I don't know, must be something about the Smurf. He's come in and the cats have all laid down.
Calming influence.
Sure, calming influence, is it, baby? Well, while you weren't here, they were running around the house like nutters. I just looked up and they're all laid down. It's like, what? But what is it you plan to do? What is it you guys are most looking forward to opening? Like I've said, I think mine's got to be the hairdressers, because not only do I go and have an haircut, but they're friends, you know, and we talk to them and we chat, and they're lovely people. I'm sure everybody thinks hairdressers are the best, but I really do think mine are. Biased. Obviously I'm biased. Oh, sorry. Just got to have a quick drink. And in spite of how that sounded, it's only cold drink. It's not alcoholic. I don't drink alcoholic. So yeah, this is an odd day for me to do a video. I don't normally do them on Fridays. I normally do Wednesdays and Saturdays, but I've been in a bit of a slump. Not Wednesdays and Saturdays, Wednesdays and Sundays. I've been in a bit of a slump. So guys, I will need to get back on the ball and I will do it. I want to give you some different content, so I'm going to look into the cooking, like I said. I'm not sure how I'm going to put the camera and stuff like that. Maybe organising, I don't know. See, the weird thing is, I like watching other people organise, and I do find it interesting, but I don't want to bore people with me doing it. Does that make any sense? Because I think people are going to look at it and think, whoa, the cat's awake, and think, wow, that's boring. Why does she want to put us to do this? Well, I will work on not saying the word every other breath. I can do these by multi-places, but I've noticed if you do it with a light coloured, there you go, I've said it again. The light coloured drills, it just makes them look all strange and actually not flat. So that's why I'm doing all the light coloured drills one at a time. Like I say, I will at the end of the video put up a picture showing you how far I've done. I am over halfway. I will be working on it more. I think I've, like I said to you, been in a bit of a slump and I haven't been working on it. I've had enough of doing those whites. I think I'm going to do D for a while. I swear I'm going to find myself every time I say that word. The reason I love this particular tray is because with this bit here, when you go to knock the drills in and you do that, they don't come all flying out over the top. It's wonderful. And that's why I like this tray, because it doesn't... D is 30. Yeah, in this one there are 31 colours. So D is 30. When it's just suddenly got slightly dark, hasn't it? Oh, I don't want that to be in the shot. I just want it to be shining on the D's so I can see them better now. So. And you can see the D's. The D's are here and here. Yeah. It's alright, I have... do apologise about that. That would be our landline. And whoever it was, it couldn't have been important because they didn't say anything. Can I tell you? Mad as a box of frogs. So yeah, that's what's we've been doing. We have had a few appointments out and about, like the doctors and stuff like that. We haven't been having to go out food shopping because we've been having HelloFresh delivered. Delivery has not been the greatest experience of my life. And that was I do believe if you go to a previous video, you'll hear me tell you all about why and who with. It is with HelloFresh. Use DPD for some reason I'm not quite sure about, but some people have good experiences. I with DPD have not. So while you're here, can I encourage you all to go and check out my Smurf, who's on YouTube, John Kolchak Pertwee. He's got a wonderful talking voice, and when he's doing his stories, they're great. And if you're into diamond painting, I know I've said this before, but there's Miss Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray, and on Facebook they're Crafters Anonymous. They're a really good to follow, and they're lovely people. And the group is great because you get all tips and ideas. So what got you guys into diamond painting? I'm very interested to know that. And what particular pictures do you like to do? I mean, this one is like a lady with unicorns and little fairies, and they're not unicorns, the stags. Ignore me, I'm losing the plot. But I've done a lot of Groot diamond arts because I like Groot. What else have I done? I did a really nice one that I liked. I think it was called Pumpkin Farm. I really loved doing that one. It was such a joy to do. I think, I'm not sure, but I think that could have been my first square picture. I had to think about that word for a while. The word square didn't want to pop into my head. Yeah, I think that could have been my first square. How am I finding squares now? Yes, they're a bit, you know, they're not too bad. I know some of these aren't wonderfully straight, guys, and I will straighten them up afterwards, so you don't need to message me and say, oh, there was this one out of place, there was that one out of place. I know. And I will straighten them up. But like it's been said in the past, a lot... Oh, okay, I have a random one. A lot of the square ones, as you're putting other square drills in, they do kind of straighten them up to a degree. Do they have to be perfect? No. Would I like it to be all wonderfully perfect and all wonderfully straight? Yes, of course I would. Is that achievable? Sure, in some universes. Is it achievable in mine? No. Am I worried about it? No. I will make it as nice as I can and as straight as I can. But it's never going to be perfect. And I can live with that, you know? The important thing is I'm enjoying doing it. I'm creating something lovely. I can either frame and put on walls or give as gifts. I can't draw to save my life. I can't paint. I'm not the biggest fan of paint by numbers. I'm not wonderfully blessed with patience, and I hate having to wait for bits of paint to dry so you can paint some more. I'm afraid when I was younger, paint by numbers tended to bleed into each other because I wasn't patient enough to let one lot dry while the other lot, you know, I wanted to get it all painted and do it. Like I say, I'm going to learn how to crochet, hopefully. Rachel Ray has been making some beautiful wraps, knitting some beautiful shawls and things. I know I called them wraps, but they can be called wraps. And it's inspired me because I think I'd like to do one of them. It's just all the counting, and I can do cross stitch, but with my eyesight not being the most perfect at all by any stretch of the imagination, it's the threading of the needles that would put me off, because I'm afraid that's what would do me, the threading and unthreading of needles and things. That's why Diamond Art is one of the ones that I focus on the most. Well, that's all you've ever really seen me do. I can do others, and I will. But, you know, it's nice to actually find something that you can do that is pretty, I won't say pretty hard, but it's not hard. You'd have to, there are ways you can stuff it up. Like one day I completely put a load of wrong colours on one place and I had to sit and take them all off. That was not fun. But these things happen. I mean, apart from that, it really isn't a lot you can stuff up, really. Just putting drills in the wrong place, getting something stuck to your canvas. I'm lucky in that aspect. I'm obsessive of putting nothing near it so nothing can get stuck to it. But yeah, I think my next videos I'm going to show you some of the different equipment and some of the advice I would give you on whether or not you actually need it, or if it's good, is it, you know, what would make it perfect? Because I think that would help, and it might help people if they're now starting out, to show them what they need, what you need and what you don't need. And like, I have like 3 or 4 different styles of containers. I thought I might go through them as well and show you the pros and cons for each one. Just that way then, if you're learning to diamond paint, it gives you a ground that you can work on, really. You know what to get to save you money, really, because let's face it, we all could do with saving money in this day and age. Anyway guys, I think I'm going to leave it at that, and I want to say a huge thank you for joining me. It really does mean the world. I'm sorry for any little background noises, and please stay safe, and hope you have a good week or a few days till my next video. Bye. As you can see here, this is our work so far, the progress that we have done on the picture.